Welcome to another episode of We Are Cooperative Radio. Happy Saturday, everybody. Today we're gonna talk about when what you see is not what you get. On this Say Something Saturday. I'm your host Nigel Wright, and let's do it. What happens when what you see is not what you get? When what you hear is not what's happening at all? How do we discern and are able to differentiate or weed and fertilize between what something looks like, what it sounds like, versus what it actually is? I'm finding as of late, too many times, the focus becomes validation or permission, if you would, to feel the way we feel, the way we actually feel, or at least to express it. And there's more of a gravitation towards keeping with social norms or what is considered, call it acceptable, I guess, but not necessarily honest, not necessarily truthful or authentic, if you would. Some may take offense to that being called a curated experience. However, I don't think a reality of everything always being happy and, rainbows and sunshine is necessarily a good place to be. I think I wouldn't go as far as to say it's even unrealistic. I feel like it's more difficult to achieve in, the fake it till you make it sort of approach to it. Because what ends up happening is, if you're actually upset about something that legitimately you have every reason to be upset about, and you express yourself and then get vilified to the point where people are not even focusing on what's happening anymore, but more about your reaction. And while the age-old adage of you can't be responsible for what happens to you, but you have to be responsible for how you act, how you react to it, which is fair, there is part of that responsibility in how you respond is being your authentic self. Because if you're upset about something and you have reasons for being upset and you suppress those reasons, where do you think that's going? I would suggest that it's going, and you're internalizing it. And any sort of lashing out or, dissent against or, taking exception to behavior that's woefully, egregiously inappropriate is going to be turned inward. And I've learned through experience, sadly, that these types of things cause stress. And stress will kill you. There's no question about it. It changes the way your body functions. So how do we find balance, or harmony, which is even a better word, between, call it what some may consider overreacting versus just reacting to the situation? How do we keep ourselves from falling into the trap of pretending that because someone yelled at you, because you kicked them in the shin to the point of where they're bleeding, like the yelling is more important than the trauma and the now hospital care that you need as a result of the kicking? But they're more annoyed or more concerned about how you responded to being assaulted. Let that sink in for a minute. And in the meantime, as I wrap this up, this is Nigel. I am right. Always interested in what you think. And definitely looking forward to seeing your commentary